Welcome everyone to the broadcast for the County Royals in this cross division in the Capital Division tonight, as the County Royals are hosting the Lindsay Barncats. Lindsay Barncats are 4-2, your Royals are 1-5, and tonight the Royals are starting Christian Chrisselton. He's sporting a .860 save percentage, and at the other end is Seamus Egan. Referees for tonight's game, Dwayne Parliament and Nick Myers. New look for the top line here. As the face-off won by Lindsay. They're going to back up. Witosik now circles away. And in comes Lindsay. They're going to fake a shot, try to cut through the inside. They don't get it. Calvin Witosik now is going to pull this one out. Malcolm Hurd now on the outside. He tries to push his way in on Egan. Nice shot. Scott. What a glove save by Egan. Oh my, if that's the first save of the night, this is going to be a long night for the Royals. Yeah, we get a chance to catch that on the replay. As Lindsay now clears this out. Bill Cluess now goes back to his defense partner, crossing the other side. This is now Bill Cluess backing up, goes in behind the net, and sets up. This is Zach Thompson now, tries to work this one out. He does. Down the ice comes Justin Arnold now. He's quick. He's going to go on the other side. Quick shot. Nice save by Egan. He's going to kick that one out. They try to clear that off the shin pad of the referee Myers. Controlled in, back in, and they're going to dump this hard in. That's by Brandon Forrestal. Lindsay now gets control, and they're going to slow this one down. They're going to put that up through the middle now. Controlled back again by the Royals. They're going to carry this one in. Turned over right at the line. That was Cody Clancy. Off a leg and out of play. That was off for Dexter Baxter at 18:47. We'll get the line set up for you tonight, folks, so you know who's on what line. And we'll slow that down as well. There we go. Face off. One controlled by Lindsay. Working into the half slot. Now they try to work this back. Quick shot. Nice save by Chrislin into the corner. Back pass miscalculated. Lindsay has to back up now. As they try to cycle back in, now they do. In comes Lindsay again. Nice turnover at the line there. That was Cody Clancy that turned that over. Going to be icing is the call.
Hey Royals fans, we've been brewing something special. Hey Royals fans, we've been brewing something special just for you. We're proud to unveil the Royal Light Lager.
Some exciting news coming out of Prince Eddie's as Chrislin grabs that one at 18:04. The special release for the County Royals Lager is coming out. Don't forget to visit the information on Instagram, the County Royals page, to get more information on how to order your pack. Some familiar faces here for Lindsay. Number 93, we're getting our first look at Patrick Cole. Used to be a County Royal here. Kept in at the line. Long shot off the post. That was Basie that fired that one in. Alex Basie, former Rama ace and Federal Hockey League. Also played on the Halton Hills team last year that won the OSHL championship. Coincidentally, against Patrick Cole. Long shot, blocker save by Chrislin into the corner. 17:39, now turned over by the Royals. Out they come, they go around the outside. Speeding race kept in, off the linesman. Went back in. This is now Basie, goes across ice. They're able to control this one. That's Zach Thompson now. He gets this one out, but turned over in the neutral zone by Lindsay. Back control. This is Zach Thompson now. Tries to work it through the middle. He can't. Long reach pass by John Samus. John Samus now going to backhand this one in. Long shot in. Zach Brook gives chase into the corner. Bumps his man hard in the corner. as Lindsay groups behind their net. Lindsay with the outlet pass. Get around Samus, 3-on-2 now. Give and go. Chrislin reads that one, slides across, 16:50 remaining in the first. County Royals try to get this one out. Miscalculation on that one as they go for the quick change. Van Vlack also out there. Now we get our first look at him for the night. And here comes Nick Kirby. Nick Kirby now has a black helmet. It's kind of nice to see from the red one. Long shot off the body. Went wide. As that was Nolan Van Vlack looking for the hooking call. No call on that one. Lindsay now trying to find their way in. Long shot through legs. And Chrislin kicks that off to the side with no problem. Royals now go on the outside now. Waving will be iced off on this. This is Nolan Van Vlack chasing in. Lindsay controls behind their own net. Tries to slow it down. Almost picked off by Nick Kirby. Out comes Lindsay. There's a one-on-one chase now into the corner. Bill Cluis now goes in behind the net. He fans on that one, but gets control back to the point, kept in. Lindsay now tries to work around. This is Daryl Thompson. Bouncing puck. Chrislin is going to grab this one at 15:48 of the first period.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Local 401, one of the most respected and influential building trade locals in Ontario.
Face off one, kept in at the line by Lindsay. They work it on the half board, but off the leg now. Now it's set free. Royals try to work this one out. Bouncing puck goes back in the zone. This is Dawson Fawcett, one of the newcomers here. Lindsay can't find their way in. Kept in outside of the line by Dexter Barrett. That's a great play by him. Now a foot race into the zone. This is Forrestal giving chase. Out comes Lindsay with a head of steam. Turned over at the neutral zone. Wild swipe by Forrestal. No control on that one. He has to go back to the point. Out come the County Royals as Lindsay changes. Lindsay's going to back up at 5 minutes gone in the first period. This is Basie. One touch pass across the neutral zone. Justin Arnold breaks that up. Long shot misses way wide of Chrislin. Battle out front. The Lindsay defenseman took a shot. Quick swipe there as Bill Cluis knocks it down. Penalty coming up against the Royals into the corner and controlled by Dawson Fawcett. That was the back official that called that one. Cross-checking's the call at 14:36. Lindsay will get the look at their first power play. That's going to Justin Arnold for cross-checking. That was that play we saw in front of the net there. As the linesman, so the referees fix the net there. Been behind Chrislin. Face off to the right-hand side of Chrislin. 14:36 of the first period. Face off, one cleanly by Lindsay, but all the way back. Van Vlack's out there, along with Malcolm Hurd. Luke Donovan on the point. And he's also supported by Cole St. Pierre. Puck shot way up high, out of play. Face-off will take place to the left-hand side now of Chrislin. Malcolm Hurd steps in on the draw. Face-off won by Lindsay. They try to work on the outside. Now they do. Here comes the shot. Quick shot. Nice save by Chrislin in the corner. As there's a battle on the boards, Malcolm Hurd battles his man to get it out. He gets control off the leg, kept in. Now it's a foot race. Van Vlack's going to try and skate through his player. He hacks that down. With 40 seconds gone in the period. Lindsay now works it on the outside. They try to find their way through. Now they do. They cross the neutral zone. They go for the change on the defense. Hack down, no call on that one. Bill Clutis turns, fires, and shoots this one down. Sorry, that was Zach Thompson. And Eagles going to hold this one in behind the net. Tyson Moore out there, number 94. He's out there now, along with Zach Brooks. 40 seconds remaining in the penalty. Lindsay keeps it on the outside. Nice pass. They step off the skate and scores. As that was Daryl Thompson that's put that one in. As Lindsay grabs a power play goal, 1-0. As you see them working on the inside there, the quick shot there, the quick bounce around. And there it is, right there. We see it bounce free, just past Chrisland, no chance on that. 1-0 for the Lindsay Barncats. Puck out of play to the right-hand side of Egan. Face off, won by Lindsay. And controlled as they come through the neutral zone now. They're going to try and dump this one in. They get it in. Nice save by Chrisland. Kicks out of the corner. Watosic now battles his man in the corner. Tries to get away. Takes a hack. Keeps skating. That was Patrick Cole. Put a stick on him. Now it's a 2-on-1. And it comes. Justin scores! Justin Arnold with a beautiful set of hands on that one. And it is 1-1. As you see the speedy forwards come through, there's the play right there as they flick that one right through and controlled, walks right in and right over the glove. And they make it 1-1. What a fantastic goal that was. Nice give and go play. As the Royals try and get this one out, they can't. Controlled in at the line by Lindsay. 12:20 remaining of the first period. As they work it in deep, Lindsay now tries to find the outside. They can't. They have to go all the way back. Now put it inside. Broke it up by Cody Clancy off the side. They go back to the defense. That's out on the line. They're calling that offside. Nice call. Cody Clancy was on that one anyways. Icing is waved off. It went through about 15 people as the defense get out there to change. Cole St. Pierre and Luke Donovan on the point now as a great save by Egan. As the Royals now have found some life here at 11:40. Could be a long shot. Nice hard hit along the boards there. Lindsay can't seem to get it out right now. Now they control. This is Basie. Basie spins away from his man. That's Zach Brooks. Sorry, that's Tyson Moore now on his man. New speedy addition to the County Royals this year. And in come the Lindsay Barncats. Nice break-up play by John Samus as he was away and clear on that, and John Samus broke that right up. Here comes Tyson Moore. He's going to work on the outside, looking for John Samus. Can't find him. Goes through the paint. No contact on that. Whistle coming up. Front referee made a call. It's going to be a hooking call against Lindsay. As the Royals now look at their first power play at 11:05. 1-1 here at the Palace. Face off, won by Watosic. Back to John Samus, the forward playing defense in this one. Long, hard shot. Nice save by Egan as he kicks that to the corner. Lindsay turns, fires that down the ice. That was a massive rocket by Zach Thompson. John Samus now sets this up to Thompson. Thompson now crosses the blue line. He's going to look for the drop pass. He finds it back to Justin Arnold. Back to John Samus. Can't thread the needle. On the side now. They're going to work this one low. They try to keep it on the outside. This is Forrestal now. Lindsay does control, comes back out. One-on-one. Zach Thompson's backing up. Spins away from his man. Nice break up. And here comes Watosic. Calvin Watosic, very speedy. He's going to push to the outside on Basie. Nice hard shot, but Egan kicked that to the side. Kept in and controlled by Justin Arnold. Can't keep it in at the line. Now it's forced in offside. Everybody's got to tag up. Basie's going to back up. 10 minutes even. 1 minute remaining in the penalty. Now out comes Lindsay. This is Basie off the glass. Puts it down, but controlled back in by the Royals. This is Cole St. Pierre now behind the net. Slows down. He's got Josh Cameron out there. Malcolm Hurd's out there. And Tyson Moore. Miscommunication on that one. 30 seconds remaining in the penalty. Cameron now banks it off the boards. Back to the point. This is Malcolm Hurd. Over to St. Pierre. St. Pierre's looking back. This is Cameron now. Long shot. Through feet. Nobody there. Now it's a race to the line. Can Cameron get there? No, he's going to back up. He sees the 2-on-1. As St. Pierre breaks up that 2-on-1 long shot. Chrislin, toe save off to the side. And out comes Malcolm Hurd, speedy forward on the outside. He's got men with him. Off the foot of Tyson Moore into the corner now. He tries to work it on the outside off a stick. They were looking for Zach Brooks there, couldn't find him. As we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. St. Pierre now behind the net is going to slow down, try to wind this one up. He's going to find his partner and have a look. Dexter Barrett now puts it up on the half board, through across the middle. And picked away from Nicholas Kirby. Patrick Cole now going to dump this win. Deeks of Harvard alumni hit the linesman. He went down. They work this one out now. Royals trying to find. Oh, here we go. This is Nick Kirby on a breakaway. Egan's going to save that one. Small hack on that one, as he got away on that one pretty quick. Royals are yelling for a slashing call on that. As we'll go back and take a look at that. As you see him just get away on that, and it's a foot race all the way down. There's the slash they're complaining about. Gets the shot off and save. Royals control in the zone. Lindsay can't get it out. Kept it up the line by Witosic, now controlled by the Royals. Cross ice off the foot. They still can't get this out. Royals into the corner. This is Witosic backing up. Miscommunication and shot all the way down the ice. Chrislin is going to come out and slow this one down. Oh, he's going to speed this one up. He tries to go outside. It's kept out, but now in the line by Lindsay. Slapped out. Lindsay's going to back up and control. Lindsay goes D to D to slow this one down. Long dump in. Now it's a foot race into the corner. Dexter Barrett now beats his man. Justin Arnold battles his man against the boards. Now controlled. Here comes Witosic down the left-hand side. He's got two bodies with him. 3-on-3 hockey. Witosic goes through the feet, but can't hang on to that puck as he goes behind the net now. One-touch pass out front. Bouncing puck's loose. Still loose. They can't find it. Everybody's kicking at it. They're trying to fire that in. Oh, what another save by Egan. Royals keep pressing. Nice blocker save into the corner. Royals are going to keep circling this as fast as they can. Another long shot. Egan's going to kick that off to the side. Witosic battles his man. Can't get it out front. Now controlled. On the backhand shot. Now Egan gets control of that one. As what a series of events on that entire play as they tried to get this one inside. They were completely buzzing on that one. As the entire time, the Royals kept control and just kept firing at all cylinders as they try to put this one in a 1-1 game with 7 minutes remaining of the first period. Lindsay now controls. They work on the outside. Long shot. Chrislin kicks that way to the outside. Basie keeps it at the line. Gloved up, kept in, offside, delayed. Everybody tags up. Royals now retouch. Nice long pass. That's on to Josh Cameron. And he goes high and wide. As it shot in high and off the chest of Bill Clue, he keeps that on the side. And he's going to put it behind the net now. Cody Clancy now circles around his man on the outside, trying to find the outlet pass. He goes back to Clue. It's going to be a long shot off the leg of his own player. Turned over by the Royals. Quick shot, and Egan's going to grab that one at 6:19 of the first period. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast for the County Royals, live on YouTube. Part of the NPHL, proud member, as we're down here in Wellington at the Palace. Face off to the right-hand side of Egan. Face off won by the Royals. John Samus on the half board. Turned over, now controlled. This is Patrick Cole. Long dump in, up and away, and off the bins up here.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Abode Home Store, a collection of high-end furniture, lighting, and decor located in the county.
Face off, one control by the Royals as they work this one out. Nice one-touch pass. This is Tyson Moore, has to go into the corner. He's out there with John Samus and Zach Brooks. Tyson Moore tries to work it out, tries a one-touch pass. This is going to be St. Pierre, long shot. Off scores! They're going to count that one as it got redirected with a foot. No forward motion on that one, folks, as the Royals take a 2-1 lead here at 5:52. As you'll see the puck go back to the point. It's kept in. This is St. Pierre. There's the shot off the foot and right through the legs. And 2-1 for your County Royals. Face-off also carried in by the Royals. They're still controlling. 5:40 remaining. Long shot in. Egan's going to kick that off the side and grab it and hang on to it. Face off to the left-hand side of Egan. Face off won by Lindsay as they back up behind their net and try to slow this one down. Out comes Lindsay, 3 wide, odd man rush. Nice break-up play there by Dexter Barrett. They're going to shoot this in behind the net. Dawson Fawcett now misses the puck on the bounce as it went over his stick. Through the paint, nobody there. Now controlled. Hard hit there along the boards as Lindsay's going to long dump this one. Chrisland's going to let this one go. That was Zach Brooks on the far side. They got hit. Hard battle against on the half board there. That's Dawson Fawcett in there banging away. He's also got support from Nick Kirby. Royals now try to work this one out on the half board. They now walk in. Here comes Lindsay. Quick shot. Chrisland's going to grab that one and hang on to the puck at 4:31. Again, exciting news here around the County Royals organization.
Hey Royals fans, we've been brewing something special just for you. We're proud to unveil the Royal Light Lager.
Prince Eddie's Brewery releasing a special beer again for the County Royals. Pre-order is on sale right now. As the puck's moved up to Witosick, as Justin Arnold can't get that one in. Turnover by Justin Arnold. He walks out, can't find Witosick as it bounces down. Like we were saying about the beer, pre-orders are available. Find the link on the Instagram page for the County Royals. 4 minutes remaining in the first period. 2-1 for the County Royals here in Wellington. Last time these two met back on October 25th, it was a 6-3 victory for Lindsay. Lead pass missed, icing. With 3:49 remaining of the first period.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Anderson Equipment Sales, an agricultural dealership with locations in Belleville and Picton.
Face off, one, controlled by the Royals. Off the back, still kept in. It was on the back of the player's pants there. They couldn't get it in. Now carried out by Lindsay as they carry it into the neutral zone and cross into the Royals. Long shot up over the head of Chrisland. He ducks to get out of the way on that one. They continue to keep this one in. Now controlled back by the Royals. Hard bounce against the half board. As Forrestal gets this one out. As Josh Cameron just missed that one on the side. Now it's a foot race back. Player stepped up through the hit. That was Bill Kluis now. Witosick gets back, battles his man into the corner. Little slew foot out front of the net in there, not called or caught by the officials. Out come the Royals, long pass off the stick of Josh Cameron, foot race now. Lindsay defenseman now is going to step up. This looks like that was Will Jones. He's going to carry on the far side, long, no, fake steps through. Nobody there as Patrick Cole tried to get the stick out front. He couldn't. Huge hack by Patrick Cole as the Royals are really spreading this game out tonight. As Patrick Cole throws a nice big hit there into the boards, and in come the Royals, 2-on-2. Josh Cameron's going for the change on that one. Oh, he's going to stay out there. It was long at the end of his shift. No hook on that one as Malcolm Hurd skated through the neutral zone there, had a guy right on him. Now Patrick Cole's going to push through his man, now a foot race. Another hack by Patrick Cole as he's dropped by Malcolm Hurd. Patrick Cole goes for the change. A little bit of stick work. If that was Basie, slapped his man back. Lindsay now breaks it out, trying to find their way in. They're going to carry this on the outside. He's pushed way to the outside by Dawson Fawcett. Turned over and back come the Royals. Long pass all the way up to Tyson Moore. He's got a 1-on-4 long shot. Egan kicks that left to right. Now kept by Lindsay on the half board. Two Royals back supporting that was John Samus now. He's going to fight his man on the half board. Now they get out, but kept it at the line. Long shot just misses wide off the outside of the post. As the Royals continue to control this one in the neutral zone. Back come the Royals again. This is Zach Brooks. He tries to get through. He doesn't, gets hacked down as him and John Samus both came in at 121. 2-1 for the Royals. Face-off won by Lindsay in the back half. Broken stick on the ice. That was from the face-off. John Samus hacked that one. Lindsay trying to get a whistle as they're down a guy with a stick. Royals have two guys on the puck. They're going to battle. John Samus picks up. Quick shot. Egan locks that down. No call in front of the net for that battle. Lindsay tries to get this one out, and they do. Dawson Fawcett now goes to his defense partner. That was Dexter Barrett now off the leg. They get their change. They get their extra guy out there as John Samus spins around. Nobody touches him. 45 seconds remaining in the first period. Lindsay shoots it on their own side. No Royals over there. They were changing. Puck controlled still by the Royals. They almost get that one all the way through. Now Lindsay's going to carry this one in. Kind of a broken play. Royals kick this off to the side. Long shot. Chrislin kicks that off. Off the glass, kept it at the line by Lindsay, now controlled out. Back come, this is Zach Brooks. He's going to rifle this one up over the blocker hand with 15 seconds remaining. It kept it at the line. Zach Brooks takes another wild swing at that one. He can't get it, so that was Nick Kirby. Now Lindsay's going to carry this one out. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Lindsay maybe with one more shot here on the outside. Chrislin's going to grab this one with 1 second remaining of the first period. Two-1. Lindsay's going to take a wild swing at this. Got the left-handed draw in. Slapped into the corner. And at the end of the first period, 2-1 for the County Royals. As we will head to the intermission show, and we will catch you on the other side. Forward line, John Samus in the back with Peever. This is Peever. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasic from Brandon Peever. This is Peever. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasic from Brandon Peever. You can see there, puck in, shot around the outside now. Hawks are going to control this one. Picked off. Now it's a foot race. It's going to be good. In walks. Nice shot. Oh, nice read by Horn. That was Nick Kirby that picked that one off and walked all the way in. As they try to get inside bats, they have to back up, though they couldn't keep it in. Tyson Moore jumps off for a change. Malcolm Hurd comes out. Here's a breakaway by Watasic. Scores! Calvin Watasic. And he makes it find his man. He's teamed up. He can't get this one. He's bumped hard. In come the Hawks 2-on-1. They try to go across ice. They can't. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Quick shot by Nesbitt. Nice save by Chrislin right at the end of the period as he knocks this one. The Tweed Oil Kings in town. Should be a full house on that one. Controlled in by the Royals. Long shot. LeBron scores! What a funny little bounce. Welcome, everyone, to the very first broadcast of the brand new team in the NPHL, the County Royals. Starting goal tonight, Christian Christelton. He is a former Madoc Wildcat that has now joined this team, and of course he will be battled into the side by Northgrave. Calvin tries to get up front, he can't. Now controls again on his backhand, shit scores! Well, that's a familiar sight for the Smith Fall Ritos as Calvin Watasic makes it 6-2. Knocked away by Van Vleck. Here comes Purchase now through the neutral zone. He puts it on the far side. He's going to streak towards the net. Off the foot. They try to keep this one in. They do. Royals now trying to shoot this one. Tip! Sheldon Purchase with a quick shot. Breakaway now. As Chrislin with a great save on that one. As we enter the final 5 or 6 seconds of this period, and that will sum it up. Opening night, the County Royals are down by the Smith Falls Ritos 10-3. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. We look forward to seeing you on our next broadcast on October 18th against the Durham Hawks. For the County Royals, my name is Bill Newman, and thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you next time. Forward line, John Samus in the back with Peever. This is Peever. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasik from Brandon Peever. This is Peever. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasik from Brandon Peever. You can see there, puck in, shot around the outside now. Hawks are going to control this one. Picked off. Now it's a foot race. It's going to be good. In walks, nice shot. Oh, nice read by Horn. That was Nick Kirby that picked that one off and walked all the way in. As they try to get inside bats, they have to back up, though they couldn't keep it in. Tyson Moore jumps off for a change. Malcolm Hurd comes out. Here's a breakaway by Watasik. Scores! Calvin Watasik. And he makes it. Find his man. He's teamed up. He can't get this one. He's bumped hard. In come the Hawks 2-on-1. They try to go across ice. They can't. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Quick shot by Nesbitt. Nice save by Chrislin right at the end of the period as he knocks this one. The Tweed Oil Kings in town. Should be a full house on that one. Controlled in by the Royals. Long shot. LeBron scores! What a funny little bounce. Welcome, everyone, to the very first broadcast of the brand new team in the NPHL, the County Royals. Starting goal tonight, Christian Christelton. He is a former Madoc Wildcat that has now joined this team, and of course he will be battled into the side by Northgrave. Calvin tries to get up front, he can't. Now controls again on his backhand. Shin scores! Well, that's a familiar sight for the Smith Fall Ritos as Calvin Watasik makes it 6-2. Knocked away by Van Vleck. Here comes Purchase now through the neutral zone. He puts it on the far side. He's going to streak towards the net. Off the foot. They try to keep this one in. They do. Royals now trying to shoot this one. Tip! Sheldon Purchase with a quick shot. Breakaway now. As Chrislin with a great save on that one. As we enter the final 5 or 6 seconds of this period, and that will sum it up. Opening night, the County Royals are down by the Smith Falls Ritos 10-3. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. We look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast on October 18th against the Durham Hawks. For the County Royals, my name is Bill Newman, and thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you next time. Welcome, everyone. We're back for the second period. We'll get that changed for you right there. We'll take a quick peek around the league as we're about to get underway here in Wellington. Scores from around the league this afternoon. At 2 o'clock, North Dundas beat up on the Rapids 12-5. The Manitouk Mainers, they're ahead of Southmont 3-1. Deseranos having their way with Tamworth 9-0. Assasauga is ahead of South Granville 2-1. No score in the Smith Falls or Westport game. And, of course, 2-1 here in the second period. Small problem with the net down at the far side. Shots on goal tonight. So far in the first period, County Royals 18, Lindsay 14. Goals by Zach Thompson and Justin Arnold. Speaking of Justin Arnold stepping in on the draw out there with Witosick and Forrestal. Lindsay's going to win this draw. They're going to try and slow this one down. Royals really stretched that first period out. As Lindsay cuts through the neutral zone now, they're going to control out the line, kept in. Busy sticks by the Royals. Forrestal does get this one out now. Gets ahead of him though, can't control this one down. Lindsay's going to go left to right, back to the right defenseman. He's going to carry this one up. As now Lindsay cuts through the neutral zone, odd man rush. On the outside, long shot. Crystal kicks that away. Shot through the paint, but missed the net. As Witosick couldn't keep control on the far side. And Lindsay backs up. We're barely 1 minute into the second period. 2-1 for the Royals. Off a leg, now controlled by the Royals on the half board. Hard hit on the board. Nice shot. Witosick with the huge shot, and Eagle's going to save that one. Shook him up a little bit. He's holding his shoulder. As Lindsay does battle through, knock down. Zach Thompson now is going to shoot this one around on the half board. And Malcolm Hurd tries to get this one out. Now Cameron's trying to control at the line. Back to Hurd. Nice shot. Just misses wide on the backhand. Egan gets stretched out but misses the net. Cameron now is going to backhand this into the corner. Malcolm Hurd now. Long shot. Egan reaches for that one now. Misses the net. Kept in at the line by Dawson Fawcett into the corner. Back out into the slot there, but nobody there. Lindsay's now going to control this one down the middle. 1-on-3. Tries to cut through the middle. He can't. Now foot race into the corner. This is Cody Clancy on his man behind the net. They're going to battle. Now controlled back. This is Dawson Fawcett off the half board. Kept it at the line by Elson. Long shot. Chrislin is going to grab that one and hang on to that one at 18-19 of the first period. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream here from Wellington. Face off, won by Lindsay. They work on the outside, looking for the quick shot. Knocked down by the Royals. That was John Samus. Now one tip pass. Now he's away. This is Zach Brooks now on the outside. Forces his way through. Shot. Tried to go through the neutral. Quick shot. Scores! That was Tyson Moore cleaning all that up. As what a pretty little play there. As we'll go back and take a look on the replay. As you see the little play there at the zone, and out come the Royals. They're 3 wide. Tries to push his way in. Bumped away, but he stays with that play. Puts it right back out. There's the, almost knocks the net off, and there's the shot right there in the back of the net. And it is now 3-1 for the County Royals. Thompson with a multi-point night right now. As this is controlled now, the Royals are trying to get this one back out. Lindsay has to tie it up. This is Patrick Cole. He's going to long dump this one in. Like to say hello to the Coles. Longtime fan watchers of this channel had a chance to call some of Patrick Cole's game when he was with Madoc. Also Brad Cole, a Deeks of Hazard alumni, Hall of Famer. Young man, his young son also plays not only here for Lindsay, but also the Deeks of Hazard, following in his dad's footsteps. Royals now controlling behind the net. Now they're going to carry this one out. Cole St. Pierre puts it across ice off a stick. Knocked down, that was Zach Brook, couldn't control that one. As Lindsay now circles, they're coming in, odd man rush, 3-on-3. Nice pass across, just missed assignment there. That was Ryan Oliver, missed that one. Royals now battle out, they carried it through neutral zone. This is Nick Kirby now offside. He's going to let that one go as Lindsay's now going to carry it out. 3-on-3 hockey. 4-on-3 now. Lindsay looking for the outlet pass, gets it through, broken up by Cole St. Pierre. On the half board now, off the foot. Pushed out. Kept in at the line. No, it's offside, delayed offside. They're going to slow this one down. Cole St. Pierre now is going to slow this one right down as Lindsay gets a change in. Long pass up to Van Vlack. Van Vlack's going to carry this one. A nice little move there. Van Vlack down the middle. Had 2 sticks put on him. Nobody there. We're 4 minutes gone in the second period. Lindsay now carries this one in. 2-on-4. Long shot up and out of play. Face-off will take place to the right-hand side of Chrislin. Thank you for tuning in on the YouTube stream. Face-off won by the Royals and carried out. This is Zach Thompson now. Huge hit at the line as they stepped up on their man there. Massive, massive hit. That was Forrestal that got hit. He's kind of out headhunting right now. He's a little upset about that hit the line. We'll go back, take a look at that the next whistle. Malcolm Hurd's back. Chrislin's going to grab this one. Lindsay buzzing. They can't. Out comes Justin Arnold, the speedy forward. He's going to skate right past the Lindsay player. Carry on the outside. Now he cuts in hard. Oh, he wipes out, and he runs into the goalie. He just blew a foot. Penalty coming up. We're going to keep an eye on this one for a second, as Justin Arnold just blew a tire and fell into Egan at 15-19.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Angry Birds Rotisserie Chicken Restaurant. A relaxed, fun atmosphere, delicious and affordable meal in Picton.
Penalty coming up to Justin Arnold. I would basically say for cutting the net and then wiping out and falling into that. We'll go back and take a look at that massive hit that happened on the outside as the trainer now coming out for the goaltender. That was Forrestal that came out of the zone right off the draw. Hit happened right about here. You see it circled. There's the pass. You see the defenseman step up on that one. And there it is right there. Massive hit by Sam Dunn at the line. Forrestal was down for a second. That was a massive, massive hit. Trainer still working with Egan there. He took a pretty hard bump.
This broadcast of the County
Egan is
Royals
coming out of
hockey
the game.
brought to you by A-Team Construction, obsessed
At
with bringing comfort
15-19.
and beauty to your home.
Merkulov is coming in now. Hope we're saying that right. Number 31. We'll call him Krill for the rest of the game. 2 minutes on the clock. Power play now for the Lindsay Barncats. Krill's going to stretch this one out a little bit. Hope we're saying his last name right. It's Merkulov. We'll call him that for now, I guess. Merkulov. As Egan was crashed into by Justin Arnold. One of the goal scorers here tonight. 3-1 for your County Royals. Face off now, won by Lindsay, kept in at the line. Lindsay tries to work it on the half board. They do. Quick shot off the post. As that still stayed out. As that was a rocket from the half board there. Fan shot by Lindsay on the outside. As they keep that on the outside. That was Darren Doherty that rifled that one off the post on the half board. Now foot race. Royals can't clear. Kept in by Lindsay on the power play. Now this is Calvin Witosic. He's going to go for a skate. He's going to slow this one down. Push on the outside. He'll shoot from there. No, he's going to wrap around the net. Again, kill the clock. He's 1-on-4. Kept pretty good control on that one as Lindsay comes down. Witosic goes off for the change. They're going to stick out Malcolm Hurd on that one. They're going to change speed for speed as Malcolm Hurd chases down the Lindsay defenseman now. 1 minute remaining in the penalty. 14:23 of the second period. 3-1 for the Royals. Lindsay now winds up 5 wide as they cut on the right-hand side. They're going to drop, look for the outlet pass. They can't. Cameron's going to close this one off. On the half board now for Lindsay. They tried to give and go. On the backhand, kick to the side by Chrislin. Hard slash, no call as Hurd dropped his stick. As the Royals yelled from the bench, they wanted to call on that one. Malcolm Hurd throws a hard hit on the board there. High stick, not called by the official. But they kept on the outside now. Almost, they tried to go hack on Chrislin, couldn't get it through. Royals doing a good job keeping them on the outside. 2 sticks, missed the puck there on the outside. 16 seconds remaining in the penalty. On the half board, they can't get that out. That was Dawson Fawcett now battling his man in the corner. A little bit of action at the top of the circle there. That was Malcolm Hurd shoving his man there. That was Will Jones and him tangling up as they go back to 5-on-5 hockey. Nice PK by the Royals. As Justin Arnold, he's going to come out. He's going to cut the same spot he did last time. Almost goes through the 5-hole. He took a swing at that one. They took exception to that little stick work there. I'd understand Lindsay's frustration right now with Arnold. Taking a little stick swing there at the end.
This broadcast of the County Royals Hockey brought to you by Barry Swan Specialties. You can call us anytime when you have a shipment to move anywhere in North America.
Face-off will take place to the left-hand side of Merkulov. Tyson Moore is going to take the draw. He's got John Samus on his right. Face-off pushed through by Lindsay. Now foot race back. Zach Brooks was on the right-hand side of that face-off drop. Sorry about that, Brooksy. This is Zach Brooks now going to carry. He's hit hard at the line. That was a massive hit. There's going to be a fight on that hit as Luke Donovan came in to have a discussion on that hit. That was a heavy hit. Clean hit. As you'll see them carry it out here. There's the breakup. They're going to go all the way back. Brooksy will grab this puck. You'll see him right here. Brooksy will circle. He'll cut out, and there's the hit right there. That is a monster hit. And Luke Donovan was having absolutely none of that. As the Royals will now go to the power play. 3-1, 12:55 remaining of the second period. No, nothing on the clock. It's going to be a coincidental penalty. We saw the time on the clock, thought there'd be something on that hit. Lindsay now controls 5-on-5 hockey. They get out. Nice hard hit on the half board there. As now the bodies are starting to rock out here. That was Zach Brooks threw the big hit after he got hit. Off the leg of the referee. That was Paul Matier behind the net. They're going to battle in behind the net. That's Bill Cluis now. Basie keeps it in at the line. In behind the net now. Royals are going to plug up that passing zone. Back to D, over to Basie. Basie puts it off in the corner. Basie usually shoots on those. Royals now try to flick this one out. They do, but John Samus doesn't get the puck. Lindsay's going to back away. Spin, fire, nice turnover play. Merkelov's going to come out and play this one. Kept it at the line. Quick shot by Tyson Moore. He's going to grab that one, hang on to it as Calvin Witosik, the point leader right now for the Royals, ever dangerous. 12:04, face off to the left-hand side of Merkelov. Justin Arnold taking the draw. He's out there with Witosik. And Forrestal. They control back to the point, kept it at the line, long shot, tipped by Witosik in out of play. That was Zach Thompson that tipped that one out of play at 11:51. We're looking over at the Lindsay bench from where we are, and Egan's no longer on the bench. That was Seamus Egan. Patrick Cole now shoots this one in behind the net, left to right behind Chrislin. Lindsay tries to work this one out. They can't. Chrislin's going to shut the door. He's going to slam the door on that one. That'd be a funny connection right there, as Patrick Cole and Christian Christelton, teammates last year for the Madoc Wildcats in the OSHL. Patrick Cole comes out of that with a smile, as not only were they teammates, they were actually good friends. Now playing on opposite teams, they stood right there with each other. This is Hurd down, in on the draw. He's going to push that puck through. He gets it. Patrick Cole in the corner. Malcolm Hurd's going to bump his man off. Lindsay, long shot, tip. But Chrislin grabbed that one as Patrick Cole got a stick on that one. 3-1 still for the Royals, as the line of Malcolm Hurd, Josh Cameron, and Cody Clancy come back out. Face off the right-hand side of Chrislin. Won by Lindsay. Kept in. They try to work it out. Now they control it into the shooting lane. Turnover. Here goes a quick shot. Oh, he's going to fan and pass that one. Nice, smart play there. That was Will Jones. Lindsay now tries to keep it the outside. Royals plug up the passing zone. Now back to the point. Long shot again. Misses left to right behind Chrislin. Tried the backhand pass. Will Jones steps in. One touch. Nice pass off the foot and into the corner. Lindsay now controls, buzzing. In behind the net. Now they're pressured. As Dexter Barrett now is going to battle his man behind the net on the half board. They're going to get this one out. No, kept it at the line was Cody Clancy. Couldn't get it. Out comes Josh Cameron. He's going to turn away. He's going to let the Royals change. Long pass, one-touch pass by Malcolm Hurd into the corner, and Merkelov's going to keep that one in. Now comes Lindsay, 3-on-2. St. Pierre and Thompson back. Long shot. Chrislin's going to grab that one and hang on to it. At 10:22, we're almost halfway through the first period. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream. Your County Royals live here in Wellington. Face off to the right-hand side of Chrislin. This is Van Vlack now taking the draw. Face off won by Lindsay. Almost gets all the way through. Long flick up pass up over the top and out. That was Nick Kirby, got that one out. It's going to be hard to pick Nick Kirby. I did a red helmet here for a couple weeks. Now he's just kind of blending in. Off a foot of the Lindsay player to the corner. Again, Nick Kirby chases his man in off, up over top. Cole St. Pierre now is going to back up and keep track. We're halfway through the second period. Turnover by Lindsay. As their player jumped up over top, almost got taken out by Nick Kirby. Cole St. Pierre now has pressure. He gets it on the half board, can't get it out. Long shot. Chrislin's going to stop this one, slow it down, and cover it at 9:42. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the live stream. The County Royals, proud member of the NPHL. Face off the left-hand side of Chrislin. This will be Tyson Moore in on the draw. One by, scores. So that was a shot. It looked like it went off St. Pierre's foot and in the net. As Lindsay steals one back on a funky bounce. They'll probably give credit to that back to the defenseman on that shot there. We'll get a number for you. That could have been Darren Doherty, but I think he was just back on the point, went off a foot in a play. Face off, won by the Royals and controlled. This is St. Pierre now with the puck, goes across ice, knocked down by John Samus. Off the stick of Tyson Moore. Now Zach Thompson knocks this down. In come the Royals, 3 wide. Tyson Moore to John Samus, quick shot, misses the net over Merkelov's glove and kept to the outside. Ryan Oliver now goes cross ice, missed assignment on that one. They're going to wave the icing off. Touched up and controlled by Bill Cluis. He's going to long pass this one off the foot of Tyson Moore, offside delayed. Still offside. Now they tag up. Out comes Zach Thompson. He'll cut through the neutral zone. He's going to carry this one in. He's going to walk right down the middle on a backhand. Just misses wide. What a great play by Zach Thompson. Puck shot down to the corner as John Samus battling his man. Into the shot. This is Colin. Oh, Watasic off the post as he walked right in. You do not want him sitting there with the puck. As the Royals now pushing back the other way. Back to the point now. Zach Thompson, long shot. Merkelov's going to grab this one at 8:31 of the second period. Face off to the left-hand side of Merkelov. Justin Arnold's out there with Watasic and Forrestal. Controlled, knocked down. This is the Royals now in the corner. This is Watasic. Watasic battles his man. Lindsay now controls, tries to get it out. They do. Long pass, stretch pass, missed. And icing is the call.
This broadcast of the County Royals Hockey brought to you by Barry Swan Specialties. You can call us anytime when you have a shipment to move anywhere in North America.
Icing waved off as Chrislin's going to grab this one at 8:08.
Hey Royals fans, we've been brewing something special just for you. We're proud to unveil the Royal Light Lager.
With Christmas season coming up, the brew available at Prince Eddie's on the pre-order right now. We put the link in the chat, also on the Instagram page. As Calvin Watasic carries this in 3 wide, he's got players with him. Watasic's going to walk in and shoot. Puck gets knocked off the stick at the last minute. As now the Royals try to get back, long flick pass off the chest. Knocked down. This is Dawson Fawcett now tries to get control. He does. Watasic just misses the assignment. This is now Will Jones. Will Jones took a small stick, cuts across the middle. Patrick Cole now one-touch pass off with Darryl Thompson. Patrick Cole will go to his usual spot in front of the net. Out comes Josh Cameron now. He's got 3 wide. He's got Watasic with him. Also has Forrestal. Watasic tried to one-touch this back. Doesn't get it through. Now Lindsay's going to control, slow down, and they go back. Watasic now changes. He's changing off with Malcolm Hurd. Also Cody Clancy out there. Quick shot. Chrislin knocks that into the corner. As they're bumped into the corner now on the half board. Long shot. Nobody out covering the extra man out front of the net for Lindsay. They try to work on the outside. Quick shot off a stick up out of play. Lindsay tries the one-touch pass. Almost had it. Cole St. Pierre off the glass. Bounces. Now a foot race. Nice play by Cody Clancy. Scores! What a one-man effort by Cody Clancy on that one. as it looked like it was broken. Cody Clancy says, I'm a mechanic, I'll fix it. And he takes it all the way down. As right there, it looked like a broken play. And he just outskated his man right there. What a great goal and solo effort by Cody Clancy. And it is now 4-2 for the Royals. Long shot. Chrisland saves that one off to the side. Lindsay now controls that one and off a body. And they knock it down and they clear. 6 minutes remaining, just above 6 minutes remaining in the second period. As Malcolm Hurd speeds his man in, picked off, quick shot. Merkulov knocked that one down as that went right on the stick of Zach Brooks. Now we're 6 minutes remaining in the second period. 4-2 for the Royals. Lindsay tries to slow this one down. They got a change in. Lindsay's going to grab the line. They're going to shoot up out of play at 5:48 remaining of the second period.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by the CSS Industrial, specializing in providing industrial infrastructure, field service to refineries and fuel depots.
Face off won by the Lindsay, shot in but controlled by the Royals. Zach Thompson now moves it up, gets across to Zach Brooks. Another foot race in for the Royals as that was Nick Kirby gets in behind the D. Now it's a four-man battle in the corner. Van Vlack and Nick Kirby in the corner, but out comes Lindsay, 4-on-3. Nice play, long shot, nice kick save by Chrisland, knocked down in the corner. Now a battle for Lindsay, little tangle up out front there. As Bill Cluis knocks his man to the ice now. Lindsay still controls on the outside, 5 minutes remaining in the second period. 4-2 Royals. They try to go outside, try to bank that off, they don't get it. Lindsay still tries to find this one through. They're going to have to back this one up. They can't jam it through. Long shot off a stick, off the side of the net. As the Royals still keep Lindsay to the outside. Now not picked off, missed. Basie's going to shoot that one in. Easy save by Chrisland off the side. Hard bank off. Now a weird bounce. It gets out. Icing waved. And into the corner now. Nick Kirby goes for the change. Zach Brooks out there, along with Tyson Moore and John Samus. Lindsay goes on the outside, tries to one-touch this one through on Chrisland. That's knocked off.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Green Today, Green for Life, providing sustainable environmental solutions across North America.
Face off the left-hand side of Chrisland. Face off pushed through by Lindsay, but controlled by the Royals. Out come the Royals, two wide. This is now John Samus. Now drop pass for Moore. Broken up into the corner. Patrick Cole's going to shoot this one up and around. Dexter Barrett now is going to back off on the D. He now has control, looking for the outlet pass. He's going to circle through for Tyson Moore, turned over, and down comes Lindsay back the other way. This is Chris Porter on the outside. He's forced outside. Fake shot by Daryl Thompson. He's going to work it back in. Go back to the point. He's going to dump this one into the corner now. Now it's chased around the outside. Now Zach Brooks is going to beat his man. He's got John Samus going with him. Three wide. Tyson Moore is also with him. As both men haul him down around the head, no call. Lindsay goes back the other way, long shot. Icing will be the call on this one.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Hilltop Auto Care, a reputable automotive service center offering a range of maintenance and repair services for various vehicles.
Thank you to all the wonderful sponsors here that make this broadcast oh so good. Always check out the Instagram page for the County Royals as they have a more in-depth look at the sponsors, both bronze level and the big sponsors for the team. Nice turnover by Malcolm Hurd. Can't get it outside. Sorry, that was Justin Arnold. Now worked back on the outside. This is Forrestal. Lindsay's on away. Now it's a breakaway. Oh, tried to one trick on that one. That was Cameron Robinson that tried to, do that float pass down the middle. Chrisland was having none of it as it's now knocked down. Back come the Lindsay Barncats, turned over. Justin Arnold now going to carry this one out. He gets through his man, 3 wide, odd man rush. Arnold's going to push around to the outside. Loves cutting back in. Tries to put it out front. Nobody there. Shoots it around and kept in at the line. Bouncing puck still kept in off the hand. Not a glove hand, though. Now Lindsay controls 3-on-2. Nice breakup by St. Pierre. Off a foot again. They got to be careful in front of the net. One puck already went off a foot today. As Cameron battles his man, gets through the neutral zone. Now carry. This is Watasi. It's too wide. Nice save by Merkulov. As it was too wide. Got to give some credit to the goaltender for Lindsay. Back comes Lindsay, 2 minutes remaining. As Zach Thompson pushes his man, battles it through. He carries this one on, gets around 2 Lindsay players, and handed right back to him. This is Zach Thompson. He'll shoot off a stick, up out of play on the back of the net. As it's put in behind the net now, that's Van Vlack. That's Cody Clancy, sorry. He's battled his man behind the net. Clancy now gets the puck, tries to put it in front. There's a quick shot, broken stick. He's got to drop it. Merkulov can't control that one, as we'll go back and take a look at that 2-on-0, as that was so close going back the other way. As it's the odd bounce when it went out of zone. There it is there, 2-on-0. Nice play. Throwing stick maybe? We'll have to take a look upstairs on that one. Still 4-2, a minute and a half remaining of the second period. Back comes Lindsay now. Odd man rush. They can't find their way in, so they're going to force on the outside. Off a foot in behind the net. Now Lindsay controls in the shooting lane. Chrisland's going to push that one off the side. Basie shoots. Knocked down. Now it's shot out. Now it's a foot race. This is Malcolm Hurd and Clancy. Pass, quick shot. Nice save. Rebound. Merkulov still free. As they battle that one, there's good penalty coming up. That's going to be a cross-checking call. Riley Young is going to be called for cross-checking, as the back official caught him on that one, as the Royals will go to a power play late in the second period. 1:05 remaining as the back official made that call. We saw it from up here. That was Nick Myers making that call. Face off to the right-hand side of Merkulov. Calvin Watasic now in on the draw. Forrestal. Justin Arnold out there. Face off won and controlled by Lindsay. Long tie off a light into the crowd. And out of play. Goals by Zach Thompson, Cody Clancy, Justin Arnold, and Tyson Moore make it 4-2. Currently 1 minute remaining. Face-off one hard in by the Royals. 2-man deep as they're going on this power play. Picked off. Could be a high-sticking call. That will negate the power play. He's bleeding. Justin Arnold looks like he's the guilty party on that one, as we saw it in the corner. So that will negate the power play. Now in this league, we have the blood rule. So on a high stick, if there's blood, it's a 4-minute penalty. 4-on-4 hockey for 1:47. We'll finish this period off 4-on-4 hockey, then 47 seconds, and then there will be a power play for Lindsay for 2:13. Lindsay turns it over, quick shot, scores! As that was turned over at the line by Cameron Robinson. And it is now 4-3. Now it will stay 4-on-4 hockey. It's 4-on-4 hockey with Tosick now in on the draw. Tosick can't push it through. Won by Lindsay and controlled. 38 seconds remaining in the period. In comes Lindsay. They're 3 wide. Trying to find their way in. Long pass. Scores! And just like that, 2 goals barely 10 seconds apart. And it is now 4-4 with 4-on-4 hockey. And we remain 4-on-4. Looks like Cameron Robinson again. Tyson Moore now on the ice to take the draw. He's out there with Zach Brooks. Zach Thompson on the point with St. Pierre. In comes Lindsay yet again, 20 seconds. In comes Lindsay. Work it in. It's by himself in behind the defense. Chrislin shuts the door on that one as they try to work it in. This is St. Pierre now. Battles his man at the blue lane. He does. Back behind the net pass. Here comes Lindsay. Quick shot. Chrislin. Oh, I caught Chrislin high. He felt all of that at 4 seconds left of the period, as that was a rocket. Four seconds remaining. Face off won by Lindsay. They try to walk in. Chrislin's going to grab that one. And at the end of 2, it is a surprising 4-4 game, 4-on-4 hockey. And we will go to the intermission show, and we will catch you on the other side. 4-4 at the end of 2 here at the Castle in Wellington. Forward line, John Samus in the back with Peever. This is Peever. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasic from Brandon Peever. This is Peever. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasic from Brandon Peever. You can see there, puck in, shot around the outside now. Hawks are going to control this one. Picked off. Now it's a foot race. It's going to be good. In walks. Nice shot. Oh, nice read by Horn. That was Nick Kirby that picked that one off and walked all the way in. As they try to get inside bats, they have to back up, though they couldn't keep it in. Tyson Moore jumps off for a change. Malcolm Hurd comes out. Here's a breakaway by Watasic. Scores! Calvin Watasic. And he makes it. Find his man. He's teamed up. He can't get this one. He's bumped hard. In come the Hawks 2-on-1. They try to go across ice. They can't. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Quick shot by Nesbitt. Nice save by Chrislin right at the end of the period as he knocks this one. The Tweed Oil Kings in town. Should be a full house on that one. Controlled in by the Royals. Long shot. LeBron scores! What a funny little bounce. Welcome, everyone, to the very first broadcast of the brand new team in the NPHL, the County Royals. Starting goal tonight, Christian Christleton. He is a former Madoc Wildcat that has now joined this team, and of course he will be battled into the side by Northgrave. Calvin tries to get up front, he can't. Now controls again on his backhand. Shin scores! Well, that's a familiar sight for the Smith Fall Ritos as Calvin Watasic makes it 6-2. Knocked away by Van Vlack. Here comes Purchase now through the neutral zone. He puts it on the far side. He's going to streak towards the net. Off the foot. They try to keep this one in. They do. Royals now trying to shoot this one. Tip! Sheldon Purchase with a quick shot. Breakaway now. That's Chrislin with a great save on that one. As we enter the final 5 or 6 seconds of this period, and that will sum it up. Opening night, the County Royals are down by the Smith Falls Ritos 10-3. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. We look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast on October 18th against the Durham Hawks. For the County Royals, my name is Bill Newman, and thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you next time. Forward line, John Samus in the back with Peaver. This is Peaver. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasic from Brandon Peaver. This is Peaver. He'll shoot this one. Scores! Calvin Watasic from Brandon Peaver. You can see there, puck in, shot around the outside now. Hawks are going to control this one. Picked off. Now it's a foot race. It's going to be good. In walks. Nice shot. Oh, nice read by Horn. That was Nick Kirby that picked that one off and walked all the way in. As they try to get inside bats, they have to back up, though. They couldn't keep it in. Tyson Moore jumps off for a change. Malcolm Hurd comes out. Here's a breakaway by Watasic. Scores! Calvin Watasic. And he makes it. Find his man. He's teamed up. He can't get this one. He's bumped hard. In come the Hawks 2-on-1. They try to go across ice. They can't. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Quick shot by Nesbitt. Nice save by Chrislin right at the end of the period as he knocks this one. The Tweed Oil Kings in town. Should be a full house on that one. Controlled in by the Royals. Long shot. LeBron scores! What a funny little bounce. Welcome, everyone, to the very first broadcast of the brand new team in the NPHL, the County Royals. Starting goal tonight, Christian Christleton. He is a former Madoc Wildcat that has now joined this team, and of course he will be battled into the side by Northgrave. Calvin tries to get up front, he can't. Now controls again on his backhand. Shit scores! Well, that's a familiar sight for the Smith Fall Ritos as Calvin Watasic makes it 6-2. Knocked away by Van Vlat. Here comes Purchase now through the neutral zone. He puts it on the far side. He's going to streak towards the net. Off the foot. They try to keep this one in. They do. Royals now trying to shoot this one. Tip! Sheldon Purchase with a quick shot. Breakaway now. As Chrislin with a great save on that one. As we enter the final 5 or 6 seconds of this period, and that will sum it up. Opening night, the County Royals are down by the Smith Falls Ritos 10-3. Thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. We look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast on October 18th against the Durham Hawks. For the County Royals, my name is Bill Newman, and thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you next time. Welcome back to the third period. 4-4. We'll go out and take a quick peek around the league before we get back into this game here. Again, this afternoon, 2 o'clock, North Dundas over the Rapids 12-5. Manatech took out the Mustangs 8-5. That was a 6:30 start. 11-1, Deserondo having their way with Tamworth tonight just down the road. They started about half an hour before we did. South Grenville beat Assasauga beat Grenville 5-2. 3-1 Smith Falls over Westport, and Durham and the Tweed Oil Kings, who got underway at 8:30, 1-1. Right here in the castle here in Wellington, it is 4-4. As this has been the Cameron Robinson show from Lindsay with a hat trick. Nick Thomas got their goal first, and then 4 different goal scorers for Lindsay as Justin Arnold, Zach Thompson, Tyson Moore, and Cody Clancy all got goals. As we're underway here in the third period, 4-on-4 hockey as we try to work it around the outside. Now the Royals control. They're going to take this one out. As Merkulov's going to hang on to this one at 30 seconds gone in this third period. 4-4 hockey for 25 seconds, and then a 2-minute and 13-minute power play for Lindsay. That came from the high stick of Justin Arnold. Now Lindsay controls. They try to carry this on the outside. Out comes Lindsay on the way on the outside. They try to cut through the middle. They get through. No call on the hook on that one. They tried to go back, kept it at the line. No, now it's carried out. This is John Samus now 1-on-2. Now with Tosic now catches up. As John Samus can't spin away from his man on the half board. There's 5-on-5 hockey now. Power play for the Lindsay Barncats. Puck shot wide of Chrislin. Slapped in and out of play. 1:53 remaining in the power play for Lindsay, 4-4 tie. This is the tail end of Justin Arnold's penalty for high sticking, 4-minute penalty, drew blood. Face off to the right-hand side of Chrislin, won by Lindsay. Controlled at the line. Lindsay now goes on the half board, looks for the quick shot. They can't find the pass. Go back into the slot. They still try to work it on the outside, back by the blue line. Lindsay's going to slow this one down, back into the neutral zone on the half board. They're going to walk in. They try to cut through. They don't. They plug it up and slapped hard out of play. That was Tyson Moore that got that out. 1:30 remaining in the penalty. The 4-minute penalty to Arnold. Lindsay changes and regroups. Now they're going to carry this one out. Long pass on the outside. They're going to try and dump this in. Fan shot. Chrislin bounces it. Oh, loose puck there. Chrislin's going to grab this one, though, and hang on to it. At 18:05 remaining of the third period. Out comes Malcolm Hurd and Josh Cameron on the forward line on this one. Face off, won by Lindsay. They control. They're going to walk in, look for the shot. They can't find it. They're going to work around the outside. 1:05 remaining in the penalty. Lindsay on the outside tries to find their way in. They still can't. There's the shot there up over the glove of Chrislin. Way wide, though. Kept in at the line. They go back over to the shooter. Tried to get out quick. They couldn't control. Now it's back into the slot. They're looking for the little half pass there. There's a Lindsay player staying in front. Now he's covered. Royals square up. Can't find their way in. 40 seconds remaining. Lindsay works it on the outside. Quick shot. Off a body up over out of play. No, it stays in play though, but Chrislin had no idea where that one was. Lindsay walks in off a leg now. Hard cranked out down the ice by Malcolm Hurd as the goalie has to come way out. That is Merkulov, by the way. We did get the pronunciation of his in the break. Long shot off the leg of St. Pierre into the corner. They tried to work this one out now. Knocked out again by St. Pierre. Puck on the back of the net now. They can't work it out. 3 seconds, 2 second. Basie's going to control this one. 5-on-5 hockey finally. Justin Arnold now back out there. Royals are going to take a breather on this one. Long pass. Off the head of Merkulov into the corner. Patrick Cole now gets the puck stripped off him. Hack. Witosik now pushes through the corner. Looking for the outlet pass. Goes in the backhand off the body. Loose puck. Now they're going to bang away on this one. Merkulov's going to reach out and grab this one. As again, Justin Arnold draws the attention out front of the net there. That was Will Jones that gave him a shot. Shots in the second period were 15-10 for Lindsay, which gives a total of 29 shots for Lindsay and 28 for your Royals. Face off the left-hand side of Merkulov. 16-20 remaining of the third period. Royals control in the corner. Justin Arnold now with Tosik's now going to pinch in. Back on the point there. Clues covers the line, waiting for the puck to squirt back. Arnold now has the puck back to Clues. He's going to go on the far side now. They're going to walk in. Zach Thompson, long shot, knocked down. Clues going to quick turn that one in. Bouncing puck. Gets through. Backhand. Nice save by Merkulov as Arnold had a chance to get that one. As Basie's going to control this one now. Far pass. Here comes Lindsay, 2-on-1. Zach Thompson now catches his man. Dropped in by Lindsay. Nice turnover here. Oh, here goes Tyson Moore. He's on a half break. He can't get. Oh, and scores! Tyson Moore. Misplay by Merkulov on that one. As again, another half broken play. And the Royals just try to stay with it. And they push that one through. As we see this one here, here goes Tyson Moore as he sprints away. Merkulov comes out to get it and just touches it around. Cameraman didn't quite keep up with that one, but that's all right. as the Royals now take a 5-4 lead in the third period at 15:30 of the third period. Here comes John Samus and scores! John Samus, as he turned that one over as well. As we were just finishing the replay, John Samus grabbed it, took off with it, and he's going to walk right back in as well. Right there, John Samus picked it off. He's going to walk in and fire that one past Merkulov. And the two quick goals that were scored by Lindsay have been quickly erased, and the Royals are up again by 2. Lindsay now controls behind their net. Tyson Moore on the hat trick watch as Lindsay cuts in. And 2 easy saves by Chrisland. He knocks those away at 15:02 remaining. 6-4 for the Royals. As John Samus and Tyson Moore, both goal scorers in the third period here. Tyson Moore steps in on the draw on this one. Face off one, controlled by Lindsay. They go back to the point, looking for the outlet pass. They're going to find it. Long pass, slapped away to the side by Tyson Moore in behind the net. Chrisland reads this one left to right now in the corner. Lindsay tries to carry this one out. Puck gets stripped off of him. That was Darren Doherty. As there's a battle out in front of the net, in front of the bench, that was Van Vlack. Long pass off of Lindsay's stick. That'll negate the icing. Merkulov's going to play this one into the defenseman's hands. He's going to try and work this one up. Missed pass. This will be icing at 14:26 of the third period. 6-4 for the Royals. Face off the left-hand side. Face off one by Lindsay. Carried out 3 wide. Off a foot. Carried back in by Cameron. He tries to dump this one off. He can't. Still controlled. Quick shot off a stick and up out of play. That was Malcolm Hurd that tried to get that one in.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Pounders Pub. Laid back fun and welcoming. Visit one of the latest restaurants in Wellington.
Face off. Stalemate. Controlled by Lindsay. They try to get this one out. Long shot in. Tipped on the outside. Long shot again. Merkulov now having a hard time controlling these ones, tracking them. Royals are going to work this one deep. They're knocked off the puck. And now Lindsay carries out 4 wide. Long pass, knocked down. That's going to be offside. That'll be what they call an offside pass. And it will go back. Oh, no, they're going to say it was touched just outside the line. Well, they are going to take it back to central ice. Witosik in on the draw on this one. He's out there with Nick Kirby and Zach Brook. Puck controlled behind the Lindsay net by Alex Basie, former Rama ace, former Federal League hockey player. Ref this gentleman for a very long time. Great guy off the ice. Not so nice on the ice. He'll know what I mean when I say that. As Zach Thompson works in behind the net. Lindsay tries to work it on, and the half boards it out. They're going to look for the shooting lane. They're going to find it. Chrisland kicks that one off to the side. Witosik's held down, and that's Patrick Cole going in for a trip on that one. As Witosik tried to get away from Patrick Cole, and he's dragged down. Power play now for the County Royals.
Hey Royals fans, we've been brewing something special just for you. We're proud to unveil the Royal Light Lager.
Again, a great promotion coming up with the beer from Prince Eddie's. Face off, won by the Royals, controlled. Witosik now shoots it up over the right shoulder of Merkulov. Controlled again by the Royals. Going to carry it inside. Merkulov cuts off the angle. They put it behind the net. Quick pass out front as Witosek tried to find Justin Arnold. He couldn't get that one in. Now controlled in the corner. Justin Arnold spins away from his man now. Now works it back to the point. This is Zach Thompson. Zach Thompson tried to walk the line. John Samus right back across to Witosek. Witosek back to Samus. Samus now is going to dump this one in behind. This is Arnold now going to control behind. Oh, as he went back door, and Witosek just missed the net on that one. Royals just tried to work that one in. As the captain, Calvin Witosek, had a great opportunity to slam that door in the back. Great pass by Arnold. He couldn't quite get that one inside. As you see, they worked it around the outside there. And there's the nifty little pass behind the net. And they just missed that one. Long shot by John Shamus, knocked off to the side. As Thompson now goes back to Samus. Samus now looking for the outlet pass, tries to work it inside. Nice little move, step pass on the outside. Witosek knocks it down. Buck controlled. 1 minute remaining in the penalty. To Patrick Cole for tripping. John Samus hits his man behind the net, knocks him down, goes right out front. As he tried to go bar down, missed the net. Chrislin just kind of locked up. Now it's carried out. This is Malcolm Hurd, speedy forward. He's going to come in 1-on-4. Loses control of the puck on the half board, circles away. One pass just missed there as Cody Clancy tried to touch that one in. Kept it on the line by St. Pierre. Put off the back. Now they're going to knock this one down. Here comes Malcolm Hurd, tries to get it in. Turned over. Now it's a 2-on-1 as St. Pierre is back. St. Pierre, great job cutting that out. That went off the post. Tyson Moore now tries to knock this one down. He does. Nice back pass, controlled in. Nice play by Hurd. Back comes Lindsay again. This is Basie. He'll shoot. 5-on-5 hockey now. Controlled by Lindsay at the line. Turned over. Now they try to get it out. This is Cody Clancy. Battles his man. Now we got a fight. This is going to be Patrick Cole. As Patrick Cole took a cross check to the face. And then he unloaded on Josh Cameron on that one. See if we caught that on the replay. We just caught the end of it on the replay, unfortunately. Sorry, folks. As Patrick Cole took a cross check directly to the face, and he immediately retaliated. Played hockey with Patrick Cole. Definitely can throw some punches when he needs to. Try and get you an answer on what's going on here, folks.
This broadcast of the County Royals hockey brought to you by Rock Solid Excavation Inc., built on the commitment to excellence.
Referees are still discussing what was going on there. 2 minutes on the clock for Lindsay. So power play going to the Royals. Referee Myers over explaining what happened there. Calvin Witosek out there on this power play. He'll be out with Justin Arnold and Forrestal. John Samus is going to fall back on the point. He's out there with Zach Thompson. Face off to the right-hand side of Merkulov. As Hurd will step in. He wins the draw back to John Samus. John Samus is going to forward this one in. Now out by Lindsay. As it looks like John Samus fell and hit his chin on the ice. As the Royals now back up. This is Thompson over to Witosek. Witosek looking for the outlet pass. He finds it off the foot of Forrestal. Now Justin Arnold now is going to push through. He's going to go back to Thompson, back over, and now Samus has it. He's going to look for the pass. He finds it, but broken down. No high stick on the call. Arnold tried to go back, couldn't get it. Zach Thompson now He's going to work it across to Samus. Samus up to Forrestal. Forrestal with Witosic and Arnold. As a give and go and give. And that was a 1-2-3 touch play as they carried that one right in. And it is now 7-4 for your Royals. You'll see them carry this one right in, as it just seems to be a 1-2-3 touch play, backdoor. And now they take the lead on that one. We'll try to get the cameraman to get the camera a little bit higher on that one. We didn't get a good look at that one, as there's a long dump pass down. We're halfway through, and this will be icing, as that will also negate the power play goal. As Justin Arnold also with 2 tonight. On the power play for Patrick Cole. Out comes Lindsay. That's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Nice drop pass, broke up by Malcolm Hurd. Controlled backhand out. Now Lindsay's now going to knock this one down. It's going to be icing at 9:46 remaining. Face off the left-hand side of Crystalline. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the live broadcast. County Royals. Face off, won by Lindsay. They keep it in at the line. Swept away. Cody Clancy now controls. He's going to go across the ice, miss the assignment. He's got to hurry for this one. Can't keep it in at the line. That was Dexter Barrett. Clancy now works it behind the net now controlled by the Royals. They're going to carry this one up. They got lots of time now. Nice one-touch pass. Now it's a foot race in. This is Malcolm Hurd now. They try to put this one on the outside. Out comes Lindsay. One-touch pass back in off a foot. Malcolm Hurd's going to grab that one, shoot that one down, and the Royals change. Out comes Tyson Moore. St. Pierre, John Samus. John Samus goes off his foot. He keeps control. D to D. St. Pierre now is going to put this one up off the glove. And Tyson Moore can't quite get it. Nick Kirby now out there on the forward line. He bumps his man at the blue line. Lindsay can't control it. Out comes Tyson Moore now. He's got John Samus with him. Steps around his man. He's looking for the hat trick. I'll tell you that right now. They keep that one in all the way around. The Lindsay player that fell down, he has the puck in the corner. He's going to bank this off the glass. And St. Pierre is going to grab this in his own zone at 8:30. All the way up to Tyson Moore. He circles back in with Kirby and Samus. Tyson Moore tries to lay that one into the shooting zone. Can't. Bounces up high, up over top. And out comes Lindsay. They work on the outside. Quick shot. Crystalline knocks that one down. As that was Ryan Smith, speedy forward on that one. 7-4 for the Royals, 8:12 remaining in the third period. Justin Arnold now taking the draw. Face off, won by the Royals. Quickly turned, spun away. That was Bill Cluis. Out comes Justin Arnold now, speedy forward. Now he's going to push his way through. This is Witosic gets hands, can't get it out front. Forstel's going to back up as Lindsay banks this one off. They can't control. Back to Thompson. Thompson now finds nice one-touch pass to Justin Arnold. Now Witosic steps in, goes on the outside, just shoots wide. As that was a great play. Nice communication between Hurd and Witosic. Off a leg now, kept in at the line. Long touch pass as Witosic tried to one-touch this in. Nick Myers, the back referee, called that one for cross-checking at 7:33 as they will go back to the power play.
Hey Royals fans, we've been brewing something special just for you. We're proud to unveil the Royal Light Lager.
Again, getting close to Christmas time, the release of the County Royals lager from Prince Eddie's down the road here is going to be a fantastic thing. Again, link in the chat here as well as at the Instagram for the County Royals. Face off won by the Royals, kept it at the line by Zach Thompson. They tried to work this one on the outside. This is Cody Clancy back to Thompson. Tried to go in the neutral zone. That was Tyson Moore that was in the shooting slot. Didn't get it there. It's offside. Lindsay tries to control this. Tyson Moore gets back control, and they're going to carry this back in. This is Cody Clancy again. Spins away from his man, keeps it in at the line, and now Witosik in the corner. Witosik can't get away from his man. Turned over. This is Tyson Moore, battles his man. Support given by Witosik. They tried to clear this one out. Now Lindsay controls this, and they're going to carry this out 1-on-2. Not a lot of chance here. They're going to force him to the outside. Zach Thompson's going to spin away, runs into his own player. Malcolm Hurd. Malcolm Hurd's going to carry this one in. He's got Witosik and Tyson Moore with him. He's going to circle away from everybody. Malcolm Hurd goes across ice to Thompson. Thompson back over to Tyson Moore off the blocker of Merkulov. As they go back, kept in at the line. Tyson Moore now, one-touch pass out to Witosik. Back to Moore, back to the point. Back to Hurd, back to Moore. Moore's going to step through. Nice little nifty move through the feet as they're trying to find this one out. Now Witosik has to hurry to get this one down. 45 seconds remaining. Long pass broken up by Zach Thompson. Hurd's going to come across now. 2 sticks, missed that one. And icing is the call at 6:08 remaining of the third period. 35 seconds remaining in the penalty. 7-4 for the Royals. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on Royals Hockey. Proud member of the NPHL. Timeout is the call by the Royals. We will go to a short commercial break.
This broadcast of the County Royals Hockey brought to you by Local 401, one of the most respected and influential building trade locals in Ontario. This broadcast of the County Royals Hockey brought to you by Abode Home Store, a collection of high-end furniture, lighting, and decor located in the county. This broadcast of the County Royals Hockey brought to you by Anderson Equipment Sales, an agricultural dealership. This broadcast of the County Royals Hockey brought to you by Angry Birds Rotisserie Chicken Restaurant, a relaxed, fun atmosphere, delicious and affordable meal in Picton.
6:08 remaining of the third period. 35 seconds remaining in the power play. 7-4 for the Royals. Face off to the left-hand side of Chrislin. Pushed through and won by Witosik on the half-board. Now it's a foot race. They try to get this one out. This is Justin Arnold now. He does get it. Controls it. Malcolm Hurd goes back up to Thompson. One-touch pass from Moore into Witosik. It's offside, though. Witosik thought that was onside. 5:52 remaining of the third. Face off out front of the Lindsay bench. Justin Arnold, Tyson Moore, and John Samus out there. Face off. This is Samus now. Lost control. Out comes Lindsay. 2-on-1. They force her on the outside. Chrislin's got to stretch out for that one. He knocks it down. Back come the Royals. This is Arnold. Pushes way on the outside. Took a massive hack. And scores! As Justin Arnold pushes his way through. And makes it 8-4. See the hack right there. He just walks in and slips that right through the 5-hole. And 8-4 for the Royals. 5:30 remaining of the third period. 8-4 for your Royals as Basie carries this out. This is Alex Basie. He's going to spin away from his man. Tries to find the outlet passing. Now he does. And now this is Lindsay carries this one on the outside. Here comes Lindsay 3 wide. Can't get inside. Knocked down. by Dexter Barrett. Long shot by Basie and easily gloved by Chrislin as he hangs on to this one at 5:08. Next home game here at the Castle. Deserano Bulldogs, literally 40 kilometers down the road, will be here on the 29th. That will be a very full barn, I think, that night. Long shot, Chrislin. Oh, this goes in. So that was a funny one from the point, as Chrislin couldn't find that one, as Lindsay sneaks one in. As this one's not done yet. Chrislin had it, took a wild, funky little bounce, and just slipped underneath them there, 8-5 with just under 5 minutes remaining. Patrick Cole, after taking that cross check in the face, he's still not back. Also, the goaltender, Egan, he's not on the bench either. Out comes Lindsay. They keep it on the outside. They try to work it in. This is Dawson Fawcett now. Lindsay controls on the half board. They try to work it out. Into the shooting lane. They shoot, scores. As that was Kyle Richardson. And we saw this happen right at the end of the second period, as there was very quick goals. We started the third period with 2 quick goals. From our vantage point here, we just saw Patrick Cole come out of the dressing room there. He's cut pretty good. He's got a towel on his face there, tries to get himself cleaned up. Turned over. This is Justin Arnold. Now he's going to streak in on the outside. Lost a handle on that one. Quick shot. That was with Tosick. As Justin Arnold's going to be manhandled probably the next little bit here. Tripping call coming up as that was with Tosick. That slashed his guy down as they'll go to the power play now. Very crucial power play for the Lindsay Barncats. 4:13 remaining of the third period. Face off opted for the right-hand side of Chrislin. Malcolm Hurd and Van Vlak out there to kill this penalty off in the forward. Thompson and Cluis now on the point. Shot, scores! As 5 seconds into the power play, we're in a 1-goal game. As that negated the power play, and unfortunately, that timeout by the Royals they took early, they can't take it now. 8-7, 4 minutes remaining. Tyson Moore, John Samus, and Nick Kirby out here now. Face off won by Lindsay. They're going to carry this one in off a foot. Off to the side. Down comes Nick Kirby. On the outside, quick shot. Merkulov kicks that off to the right-hand side. Tyson Moore stays with it. He's going to put this back to Thompson. Thompson across the ice. He's going to put this to Bill Cluis. Long shot, misses. Lindsay's going to control. They have a man on the far side. Long pass. As Cluis now hits his man in behind the net. Thompson's going to carry this off. Tried to touch this up to Samus. Samus missed it. Now controlled by John Samus. He gets it out. Lindsay's going to control and back up. 3:30 remaining in the third period. Thompson's going to push this one through. Now he's going to power this one in and in behind the net. Puck goes from left to right in behind Merkulov. Long, hard shot in or out as Lindsay controls. Samus now gets this back. He's going to circle away and turn back up. Here come the Royals now. Long pass. This is with Tosick now. Knocked it down. John Samus works on the outside. He's got Samus wide open. Nice save by Merkulov to break that up. Tyson Moore back to the point. This is Dexter Barrett now. Puck does not get through. Lindsay comes in 3 wide. 3 guys back for the Royals. They cut in the inside. Chrislin kicks that off to the side. 2:40 remaining in the period. Quick shot, just missed to the outside, knocked down by Tyson Moore. Tyson Moore now is going to take a breather, he's going to flick this one out, kept in at the line by Lindsay. They thought that was in, We didn't have an angle on it. We have no idea. 2:37 remaining in the third. 8-7. For the Royals, face off in the neutral zone. This is now with Tosick. Long shot. Merkulov's going to hang on to this one. Royals buzzing to keep it in at the line. Quick shot. Tipped away by Merkulov. As the Royals try to work it in, another quick shot by Justin Arnold. As they couldn't get that past Merkulov. Face-off will now take place to the right-hand side of Merkulov. Witosik's out there with Justin Arnold and Forrestal, St. Pierre, and Luke Donovan on the point. Face-off pushed through by Lindsay. They're going to control, try to get this one out, and they do. Luke Donovan's not going to step up on this one. Goes off his stick in the corner. Now St. Pierre goes back. St. Pierre puts it around the bench. This is now Witosik. Tries to go up through the middle. Missed call. It's going to be icing at 1:53 remaining of the third period. Lindsay gets to choose on what side they want the face-off. They opt for the right-hand side face-off on Chrislin. Chrislin, who's a right-handed goalie. Sorry, a left-handed trapper. Justin Arnold steps in on the draw on this one. Face-off, pushed through, won by Justin Arnold in the corner. Flicked up off the board. They can't get it out. Now Forrestal gets it out. Here comes Witosik as he pushes his way through. He's bumped to the board by Will Jones. Witosik still battles his way through. Gow gets it out. Arnold comes back to help out. Loose guy out front, knocked down by Lindsay. Kept in at the line by Clutis. He puts it in behind the net. Now Arnold goes back on the far side. Zach Thompson with the tip off 3 legs into the corner. Nobody there. 1:25 remaining. We'll watch for the Merkulov to go to the bench for Lindsay. As Lindsay carries this up through the neutral zone now. On the outside now. Puck hooked, no call. Quick shot. Chrislin's going to grab this one and hang on to it at 1:12. I would assume there's going to be a timeout called here by Lindsay. Then the goalie will be pulled. Face off on the right-hand side. Now they do call timeout like we thought.
Hey Royals fans, we've been brewing something special just for you. We're proud to unveil the Royal Light Lager.
As we spoke about, the next home game for the County Royals is on November 29th here at the Castle as Deserano Bulldogs in town. They're up the road right now on Tamworth, putting the boots to them, as we will go take a quick peek at the scores around the league. During this timeout, 8-7 for the Royals. We'll just look at the active games right now that are going on. Tweed Oil Kings are up on Durham right now, 4-1. Of course, we're 8-7 here. And the other game in progress is Smith Falls. They're up on Westport right now, the Lumberjacks. Final in Deserano, they win 11-1. As we hanker back in under a minute and a half here. Off the boards, Lindsay has to touch up. Goaltender's out, long shot, scores. That was Zach Thompson on the back. He's going to grab the empty netter. 9-7 for the Royals. That was a open net, easy turnover by Zach Thompson on the draw. Now Lindsay opts to keep the 6 men on the ice with just over a minute left. Justin Arnold with Tosick. Forrest will now come out. Out there with Zach Thompson. Zach Thompson off the boards now as Forrest tips this one in. He's going to try and find Witosik off the post as Witosik had an empty net, but back comes Lindsay. Witosik turns it back over, shoots. Lindsay's going to carry this one in now 4 wide. They battle through. Everybody's back. Quick shot off the toe of Chrislin in the corner. Witosik tries to clear off a stick. This is Justin Arnold now. Now he's got 2 goals. Hits it off the side of the net and goes out of play. Face-off will take place in the zone. They'll probably put Merkulov back in the net. As it went off the side of the net, it will stay inside. One of the rules here in this league that if it hits the boards and stays in, which it will, Merkulov comes on the ice, 35 seconds, 34.7 to be exact. 9-7 for the Royals. Justin Arnold on the ice. He has 2 goals. With Tosick out there with Forrestal. On the point is Dexter Barrett and Dawson Fawcett. Out to in the zone there. That's Forrestal. He can't keep it in. Out comes Lindsay 3 wide. This is that Ryan Smith kid. He's pretty quick on the outside. Chrislin. Hooking call coming up. Knocks down. Chrislin's going to back him off. We got some rough stuff now happening. This is Forrestal now grabbing his guy. Of course, this happened earlier in the game. If you remember, Malcolm Hurd cut the net and took out Egan, who was put out of the game. That was Seamus Egan. It was in the first period he got hurt. That's going to be a holding call. As Forrestal has the hook. Power play now for the Lindsay Barncats. They got their work cut out for them with 20 seconds remaining. Right-hand side face-off again outside with Chrislin. Tyson Moore and with Tosick on the front. Face-off won by Lindsay. They got to get the shot off quick. They're going to opt. There's the quick shot. Chrislin kicks that off the side, and it's cleared. Off the stick foot of the linesman, but kept in as Witosick can't control this. 8 seconds. And here comes Tyson Moore. He's got 2 goals. He tried to go for the quick thing. He's hit hard on the side. As at the end of the third period, the Royals avoided a scare. They capture this one 9-7 over the Lindsay Barncats. Again, our next broadcast, November 29th, as Deseronto is in town. And we will catch you next time. Thank you so much for joining us here on Royals Hockey. My name is Bill Newman, and we will see you on the 29th.